Earlier today, the UCL draw was confirmed. All of the qualifying matches were done, we had the pots, and now we have the groups. And today I'm going to give you my quick predictions for each of said groups. We'll go through them one by one, but these were the pots to start off the draw for today. And similarly to last year, Pot 2 has many strong teams that could very easily be Pot 1 teams and interchangeable. So groups of death were very possible this year, especially with teams like Newcastle and AC Milan in the lower pots. And so here are all of the groups for this year's Champions League. Some pretty crazy ones. Let's go through from A to H. Here we go. So I'm going to show you each group and then my predicted group underneath that on the left hand side of your screen to make this really easy for you. So Group A has Manchester United going up against Bayern Munich. We've got Galatasaray in there and Copenhagen. Now, Bayern Munich obviously now have Harry Kane, which is a monumental signing for them. Erik ten Hag's Man United haven't quite hit the ground running just yet, but there is still lots of time to do so, and the games get underway in a few weeks' time. My prediction for this one, pretty simple. For Group A, Bayern top, Man United second, Galatasaray third, and Copenhagen fourth. Group B looks like it could very easily be a Europa League group, couldn't it? Sevilla love that competition. Arsenal haven't been in the Champions League for a while. It's going to be interesting to see how they do. So this one I feel is quite simple. Arsenal have invested so much money in some really solid players, especially Declan Rice, that they have to comfortably be favourites for this group. They could have got a significantly harder one, so maybe a bit of luck on their return to the competition. But my predictions are, for Group B, Arsenal top, Sevilla second, PSV third, and Lens fourth. Group C could be an interesting one, with Real Madrid coming into this year's competition in Pot 2. They ended up alongside Napoli, Union Berlin, as well as Braga. Madrid obviously have gone huge with the Jude Bellingham signing, which is most likely going to revolutionise their midfield. He's already got off to a fantastic start in the league for them, and is surely just going to keep getting better. So predictions for Group C, Real Madrid to win the group, Napoli to go through in second, Braga to come third, and Union Berlin fourth. I was really flip-flapping between Berlin and Braga as to who was going to finish third, but I'm going to keep it as is for now. Group D is quite a competitive one this year, isn't it? We've got Benfica in there, very good Portuguese side, Inter Milan, who have had some really good years in the last few. Salzburg and Sociedad make up the rest of this solid group, which may be a bit harder than it looked. But my predictions are, for Group D, Inter to top the group, Benfica to come second, Real Sociedad to go down to the Europa League, and Salzburg in fourth. I think Inter will just have a bit too much quality for the others and they will edge out on top of the group. Benfica are solid, so I think they will go through as well. Sociedad just don't quite have enough, and Salzburg I think will be rock bottom here. Next up is Group E, with Feyenoord, Atletico, Lazio, and Celtic making this one up. Teams that in this competition a lot of the time just failed to impress, maybe with the exception of Atletico. So my predictions, for Group E, Atletico on top, Feyenoord in second, Lazio third, and Celtic fourth. They're just not good enough, are they? Now we move on to the Group of Death for the Champions League this year. This one is nuts. Group F sees Paris Saint-Germain, who then got Dortmund, who then got AC Milan, who then pulled Newcastle. The two worst teams that could have been pulled in Pot 3 and Pot 4 already in a group with PSG and Dortmund is crazy. This is going to be incredible to watch. Dan Burn going up against Mbappe. Yes, please. And I feel like this one's really hard to call because genuinely, anything could happen in this group. You have a slightly poor game as PSG, and you're going to lose to any of these teams. So my predictions are based on who's going through if they play to what I think they should with their squads this season. So my predictions for this insane group. For Group F, PSG top, Mbappe to carry them, Dortmund second, Newcastle third, go on and probably win the Europa League, and we'll go AC Milan fourth. But dearie me, let me know your thoughts on that one in the comments because that is by far the hardest to predict. Group G, it's another Man City LEIPZIG group where Haaland's going to score a ton of goals and they're going to win every game, most likely. The other teams, just not incredible. Imagine Man City instead of PSG in Group F. Something like that would have been crazy. But no, they get a very easy group after winning the Champions League last year. Could they be on for another treble? starting off with a really easy group? Maybe, because here are my predictions. For Group G, Man City on top, LEIPZIG in second, we've got Red Star Belgrade in third, and Young Boys in fourth. Keeping it exactly as it starts. And the final group this year is Group H. Started off with Barcelona in Pot 1, looking a lot better than they have in some of the more recent years in the Champions League where they failed to impress. They get themselves what should be an easy group for what they're trying to achieve. After winning the league last season under Xavi, now the time is to step on, despite loaning out Fatty, to try and push for the Champions League once again. My predictions here for Group H: Barcelona to win the group, Porto to come in second, Shakhtar to come third, and Antwerp to stay in fourth place. Another one that I'm leaving exactly as it starts. So let me know your thoughts on my UCL predictions. Have you got any wildly different ones? If so, let me know in the comments, because I'm always intrigued to see where we differ in our thoughts of what's going to happen in this year's competition. I'm so excited to get things underway. We will do more predictions and reactions going forward for this competition, as well as the Premier League and anything and everything else that goes on, including more narrative style content that you guys seem to really love with the Neymar and Leicester videos. So lots more to come from this channel. If you enjoyed this one, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.